The only difference between who you want to be and who you are right now is because the execution and quality of the work that you put in. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to become 98% productive and get every last minute out of your day so you become a productivity machine. Now, for some context, over the last 4 years, my channel has developed a reputation of me being the high performance guy. You can go back 4 years and look at videos of me in my last year of university waking up at 3:30 a.m. every single day for almost a year straight. I did that to prove to myself and document the journey of what the power of productivity can be if handled the right way. I'm serious in telling you that if you stay to the end of this video, you will get tactical, valuable, real golden nuggets that you can apply today in your life to make more money, get better grades, improve your relationships, and most importantly, fulfill the mission that God has called you to be. And that starts with my first point, which is you have to get good sleep. In our culture where everyone is talking about waking up at 4 a.m., 5 a.m., 3 a.m., doesn't matter, the message that ends up coming across is that, okay, we should probably just not sleep. And the problem is, sure, in the short term when you work for 1 week or 2 weeks on a sprint and you're having coffee every day and energy drinks, which don't even get me started with how bad that is for your health, yeah, you can continue to operate. But if you go for 2 weeks or longer where you're sleep deprived and you're just not getting the recovery you need, you're going to notice that everything within your life is going to start being 60%, 70% capacity. Your ability to think, solve problems, communicate effectively on meetings. If you're a student, the ability for you to even study, retain, memorize, and learn new concepts, it doesn't work anymore because your brain just simply isn't functioning. My personal rule is that I need to get a minimum 7.5 hours of sleep every single night, no matter what. Because when you get good sleep, everything becomes more productive. And I do want to give you a heads up that this video is talking about productivity. But if you want to learn what productivity can result in, I would recommend that you use productivity to increase your income by learning a high income skill set or starting some form of a side hustle. Now, I don't have enough time to cover what are the best business models that you can start in this video, but I would highly recommend you check out my most popular YouTube video that covers the top 5, 7 different businesses and which one is best suited for you depending on your personality type, how beginner or advanced you are. I'll leave that as the first link in the description. Feel free to check out that video once you're done with this one. Now, the next concept is a little bit more unconventional, but when it comes to maximizing your productivity, you have to delay when you let food enter your system. And so my recommendation to you is that you practice some form of fasting. Now, personally for me, I wake up generally between 4 to 5 a.m. and the first meal that I have is at 9 a.m. So why do I delay the first 4 to 5 hours of my day without any food? And so if you've ever noticed that after you have a big lunch or a big dinner and you just feel really sleepy afterwards, some people call that food coma, the simple reason is because your body is sending so many resources to your digestive system to break down the food. And so why don't we just delay that process until later in the day so that you can focus more? A really good hack that I practice is every single morning I go and chug at least 16 ounces of water, and then afterwards I'll even take 100 milligrams of coffee, which is generally just 1 cup of coffee. And what you'll see is that the caffeine will curb your hunger, so you're no longer hungry, and you will have really high focus. The next topic might seem a little obvious, but most people still don't do it, and that's moving your body through exercise. So many clinical studies have shown that when people exercise, they increase their energy levels despite the fact that working out might tire you out. You have better quality of sleep because your body is physically tired by the end of the night, so you sleep way better. And here's a really cool thing. Don't do your workouts first thing in the morning. Program them to be in the middle of your day. For me, I do my workouts between 2 to 4 p.m. in the afternoon, because what I'll see is that in the morning I can work all day and I'm super sharp. By the afternoon after lunch, I'm a little tired, maybe I'm a little drowsy, I'm just not as sharp anymore. Guess what? You go to the gym for 60 minutes, 90 minutes, you come back and you will have this second morning of this new wind of energy for another 3 to 4 hours before you clock out for the day. The next concept I want to share with you is deep work. Now, deep work is one of my personal favorites because it is where you can get all the most valuable things done before the day even begins. Now, I'm infamous for waking up at 3 to 5 a.m. in the morning. In fact, if you go on my YouTube channel, scroll back 4 years, the reason why I used to wake up at 3:30 a.m. in the morning is because as students, I would want to make sure that I get my 2 hours of homework done in the morning from 3:30 to 5:30 a.m. But then after that, I would also want to make sure that I have time for my Bible study where I can spend time with God every single morning, read the Bible, pray, and have that quiet time uninterrupted. But then I would also want a few hours of my time to be devoted towards working on my business ventures, or at that time, working for my mentor because I was working as an entrepreneur within his this company. But now to this day, I still continue this practice where even right now, as I'm filming this video for you at 5 a.m. in the morning, I am getting the most important things done prior to the day even getting started. And what I've seen is that when I wake up early, I beat out my competition. When I wake up early, I move faster myself. When I wake up early, there's no one texting me or messaging me or emailing me, distracting me from the mission that God has called me to do, which is growing our online university. The one thing I want you to consider, and perhaps this is the most important thing you need to consider, is what is your why? Why are you doing what you're doing? Do you have a written down goal that you look at every single day? Do you have a pain that reminds you of why you're pushing so hard? Can I share with you my why? My family and I went $100,000 into student debt, 30 grand a year, just for me to go to the school. And when I came out, I feel like I didn't learn any real skill that could help me generate income. And so I've devoted my life to building an alternative university, an online university that can teach ordinary people just like you and I how to make an extraordinary income, the same way that I've been so fortunate to have been able to experience through self-education for the last 5 years. Let me know in the comments down below what exactly your why is for why you want to push so hard, because regardless of all the strategies that you learned here, if you don't know the reason why you're pushing, you are never going to succeed. So write down your why, memorize that why, reflect on that why on a daily basis, and that will drive you harder than anything you've ever seen before. Now, once you have that meaning, that purpose behind why you're doing it, I would recommend that you tie that why together with learning a high income skill that can make you $5,000 to $7,000 a month 100% remotely. And that's why I would recommend you check out my best YouTube video that tens of thousands of people has already seen, benefited from, and implemented. So what are you waiting for? Consider hitting that subscribe button and turning on that notification bell if you want to see videos just like this, because I release every week. And remember, how you do one thing is how you do everything. I will see you in that next video over there.